it's Jen, and I am going to do the crocheted rolled rose tutorial this morning. It's kind of early. I'm still trying to wake up, but I want to show you, I'll show you the 4 that I made so far, and I'm going to just keep double checking to make sure I'm in frame here. So I used 2 different size needles for these. I used a size 1 and a size 3, and you could really use any variation of needles. I just lost my other needle. This is the size 1, and that's the one I'm going to use for the tutorial. And the size 3 is a little bit smaller. So for this cream rose here, I use a size 1 needle and crochet thread that is a weight, is the number 3 weight. And then these 2 here, these pink ones, I used the same thread and just a different size needle. So this is cotton pearl yarn. This is a weight of 5. And the color is HL516, Pink Sugar. And that's by Artiste. And I purchased that at Hobby Lobby. And so this one here, the smaller one, is with the size 3 hook. And for this, I really like this thread here. And it is, in comparison to regular embroidery thread, it is thinner. So I found just comes out different. When you use the size 1 hook, you definitely have a bigger opening in the center, or at least that's what I found, and then I put that little rose in there, and then this one is much tighter. So just depending on the type of look you're going for. And then this one I think is my favorite, and I don't know if it's just because of the color. This is number 225, the DMC regular embroidery thread. It's like a light blush color. And for this one I used the size 1 hook, the bigger hook, and I just love the dimensions. I love the sheen of the regular embroidery thread. So I really like the way that that one came out. So I am going to make the little bit bigger one today. Just I'm hoping it's going to be easier for you guys to see. I have the pattern up on my computer that keeps disappearing. But it's super simple to follow. Let me get this over here. There we go. So I'm going to take my size 1 hook, and I'm going to take my embroidery thread, and most people make a slip knot with their hand. I just make one with my hook by doing that. I'll do it again. I put the hook upside down, twist it around, and pull that through. And so I have my first chain there. And I am going to chain 26. And again, I'm going to link below a copy of the pattern. It's from a Japanese site, but it does have a very nice symboled pattern laid out. So that's 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, oh my goodness, 25, 26, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, I was right. Okay, so now there's only 2 rows to create this. We're going to go back once and then come back with the top of like the little rosette leaf. So for the first row, you're going to chain 3, and that's going to act as your first double crochet. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets in that 26th chain stitch. So we're going to do 1 and 2. And then the rest of the way down, we're going to chain 1, skip a chain, and then do 3 double crochets. Let me get some thread out here. So I already chained 1. I'm going to skip a chain. I'm going to go into the next spot, chain spot, and you're going to do this the whole way down. Just 3 double crochets in that same chain spot with a chain in between, and so I did 3 double crochets, then we chain 1, and we're going to skip a chain and do 3 more double crochets in the same chain spot. It's going to start curling on you as this grows, and that's okay. That's actually, you want it to do that because that's how you're going to make it. Makes it very easy to make the rolled rows. So that's what it's going to start looking like. Chain, or 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then you're skipping a chain spot in between there. And just keep going all the way down the line. So I'm going to pause right here and finish this up, and I'll show you what it looks like before I turn to go back. Okay, so I completed the first row, and you can see it's starting to curl, and at this point you should have 13 little clusters of 3 double crochets. And then I have my last one right there. And then you're going to chain 2. And now we're going to start making the little tops of our petals. So I'm going to turn and head back down. So I have my chain 2 there. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet in my first stitch, 2 double crochets in the second stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the third stitch, and then we're going to chain 2 again. So I have my original chain 2. I'm going to double crochet 1. I'm going to double crochet 2 in the middle stitch. So that's 1, 2, and then we're going to double crochet 1 in the third stitch. Whoa, I'll do it again. I don't know if I was out of camera there. And then we're going to chain 2, and you're going to go in that first chain space in between and do a single crochet. So we have 1 single crochet, and now you're going to just repeat. You're going to chain 2, you're going to double crochet, in the first chain space, or in the first double crochet from below. We're going to chain, oh my goodness, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Double crochet 2 in the middle stitch, and do your last double crochet in the third stitch, and then you're going to chain 2, and then connect with a single crochet in between, and that creates your whole little rose petal there. And so we'll do 1 more, and then I'll keep going down the line. So we're going to chain 2, do my first double crochet in the first stitch, do 2 double crochets in the second stitch, 1, 2, and then do my 4th double crochet in the third stitch, chain 2. Kitty is about ready to jump on the table and attack the ball of yarn. There she is. And then we're going to connect after we did our chain 2 with a single crochet. And so you can see there how all your petals start forming. And let me finish this row and then I'll show you how to roll it up and stitch it together. Okay, we're back. I'm going to do the last one. I just connected it with a single crochet, chain 2, do my first double crochet, do 2 in the middle stitch. Kitty is like inches away from the string here. She's being very good though. And then at the end here we have our chain 2 from where we started the row, and so in there you're going to need to do 1 double crochet, and then we're going to end by chaining 2 and just connecting it with a slip stitch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this pretty long because I'm going to use that to sew together. So there you have all your little roses. I thought I had a mistake, but I didn't. But you know what? If you have a little mistake, it does not matter. This is a rose. Roses are not absolutely perfect all the time. So you have this curly chain here, and what you're going to do is take it and start. Now you can roll it either way. I'm going to, let's see. So this is the front side. Kitty. Here, you can have this string. I'm just going to start rolling it up. Ari, it's okay. We call Ari Sheriff because whenever Kitty is doing something she's not supposed to be, he's like all over her about it. See, and you just roll it up, and you can do it as tight or as loose as you want. And then before I stitch it together, I just kind of get it how I want it. And then I'm going to take a tapestry needle. I'm going to sit down here so I can do this. And just kind of sew the bottom of it together. Get this threaded in here. And so I just like kind of stitch it back and forth. Through one of the passes, I want to make sure that I'm grabbing the center. So I will typically go all the way through once just to kind of make sure I'm grabbing hold of that center so it doesn't come out. And you can kind of do this as many times as you feel you need to, but probably 4 passes through is enough. And you can always use a little bit of hot glue too when you're adhering it to your project if you want it to lay a certain way, but I'm just going to tie these 2 together and cut my ends off, and that's it. It's super easy. And there is our little rolled rose. I don't know why I can't say that. Let me just do a little close-up here. And you know, if you want, you can put a little bit of something in the center when you roll it, you can roll it looser so that you have space for a bigger embellishment in the middle, or you can roll it tighter like I did this one. But I just think they are super, super sweet. I haven't made any projects with them yet, but I will this week, and then I'll show that to you. And you know, you can cluster them together. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Please leave a comment below if you found this helpful. And again, I will link below the site that has the symboled pattern. So you guys have a super great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.